Yuki Kawamura, a 5'8" point guard from Japan, shocked the basketball world when he transformed into an NBA sensation. In a country where basketball takes a backseat to baseball, Yuki faced constant doubts about his size and his sport of choice. But his breakout performances at the FIBA World Cup and 2024 Olympics silenced the critics, earning him a shot with the Memphis Grizzlies. But just how did this underdog achieve a dream that millions around the globe yearn for? This is the story of Yuki Kawamura. Yuki's basketball journey began in Fukuoka, Japan, where he was born and raised. As a child, he was captivated by the sport's fast pace and competitive nature, but basketball wasn't the mainstream choice in Japan at the time. While most kids in Japan gravitated towards baseball, basketball was often seen as a secondary pursuit. Still, Yuki's passion for the game never wavered, and he quickly became obsessed with improving his skills. One of his earliest inspirations came from watching the plays of Yuki Tagashi, a standout Japanese point guard known for his tenacity and playmaking ability despite his height limitations. Tagashi's fearless approach to the game, particularly his skill in orchestrating plays and controlling the tempo, had a profound influence on Yuki. He admired how Tagashi was able to outsmart opponents with his intelligence and quickness rather than relying solely on size or physicality. This became a model for Yuki's style as he learned to use his speed, vision, and basketball IQ to make an impact on the court. Though basketball wasn't as popular as baseball in Japan, Yuki's family fully supported his passion for the sport. While many children his age were swinging bats and dreaming of baseball glory, Yuki spent hours practicing his dribbling, shooting, and passing. His family encouraged him to pursue his dream, even if it meant going against the grain of Japanese sports culture. This supportive environment helped him stay focused, even when the odds seemed stacked against him. By the time Yuki reached high school, his skills had reached a level that set him apart from most players in Japan. He joined the Fukuoka Daiichi High School basketball team, where he quickly rose to prominence as one of the top players in the region. Despite being shorter than many of his opponents, Yuki's speed, agility, and basketball IQ allowed him to dominate on the court. His ability to make plays, both as a scorer and a facilitator, was unmatched. Yuki's high school career reached new heights as he led his team to 2 championships, solidifying his place as one of Japan's top young talents. During these championships, Yuki's clutch performances and leadership were on full display. He proved that size was not a barrier to success and was a catalyst for his unique playing style. He relied on his quick decision-making, creative playmaking, and relentless energy to propel his team to victory, earning accolades from fans and scouts alike. At just 18 years old, Yuki Kawamura made history by becoming the youngest player to step onto the court in Japanese professional basketball. This monumental achievement marked the beginning of his rise to stardom, but it didn't come without its challenges. Playing alongside seasoned professionals, Yuki had to quickly prove that he belonged at this level. His transition from high school to professional basketball was seamless, fueled by his relentless drive and natural talent. In his rookie season, Yuki wasted no time in making a name for himself. Averaging an impressive 19 points and 8 assists per game, he not only helped elevate his team's performance, but also became a fan favorite. His electrifying play style, which combined speed, precision, and creativity, captivated audiences and earned him Rookie of the Year honors. This accolade alone was a testament to his ability to adapt and thrive against players with far more experience. However, Yuki didn't stop there. His determination to push his limits led to an even greater accomplishment, winning the league's MVP award in the same season. This rare feat made him one of the youngest players ever to achieve such recognition in professional basketball. His leadership on the court, especially in high-pressure situations, was unmatched, and he became a key reason for his team's rise to the league's top 8. With his elite court vision, a knack for finding open teammates, and ability to score under pressure, Yuki solidified his reputation as a rising star. Standing at just 5'8", Yuki faced significant challenges in a sport dominated by taller athletes. His height was a constant subject of doubt among critics and scouts, who questioned whether he could compete at a high level against much larger opponents. Instead of letting these doubts deter him, Yuki used them as motivation to refine his game and develop a unique style of play that turned his perceived disadvantage into a strength. One of Yuki's standout qualities is his elite court vision. His ability to read the game and anticipate plays allows him to stay a step ahead of his opponents, making up for any physical disadvantage. Whether threading the needle with a perfectly timed pass or orchestrating fast breaks, Yuki consistently displays an innate understanding of the game that sets him apart from his peers. Yuki's speed and agility are also critical components of his success. He uses his quickness to navigate through defenders and find openings where none seem to exist. His explosive first step and ability to change direction on a dime make him nearly impossible to guard one-on-one. These attributes not only allow him to create his scoring opportunities, but also enable him to drive into the paint and draw defenders, setting up his teammates for easy baskets. Yuki Kawamura's international debut on the world stage came at the 2023 FIBA World Cup, where he showcased his immense talent and strength under pressure. Although his first game in the tournament didn't go as planned, it was a pivotal moment in his journey. Japan faced a tough opponent in the opening round, and Yuki struggled to find his rhythm early on. The intense competition and the high stakes of playing on the global stage proved challenging, and he finished the game with a modest stat line, failing to make the impact many had expected from him. However, the true character of a player is often revealed when they face adversity, and Yuki's response to his early struggles was nothing short of remarkable. In Japan's next game against Finland, Yuki erupted for a 25-point, 10-assist performance that left basketball fans worldwide in awe. His dazzling combination of sharpshooting, court vision, and ability to control the tempo was on full display, and he led Japan to a hard-fought victory. This game not only marked a significant personal achievement for Yuki, but also placed him firmly on the global radar. It was a statement game, one that proved he could perform against top-tier international competition. Yuki's performance against Finland was a game-changer, garnering praise from coaches, analysts, and fellow players alike. His fearless play and ability to dictate the game from the point guard position caught the attention of NBA scouts, who began to take note of the Japanese sensation. That game alone solidified his status as a rising star on the international scene, and confirmed that he had the potential to compete at the highest levels of basketball. Yuki's momentum didn't slow down as he transitioned into the 2024 Paris Olympics, where Japan faced even tougher challenges in their pursuit of a medal. The team was placed in a tough group with powerhouse teams like France and the United States looming large. Japan's path to success would require more than just talent. It would demand extraordinary stability and leadership. Yuki, who had already proven himself on the world stage, stepped up as the team's undisputed leader. In Japan's game against France, one of the tournament's heavy favorites, Yuki delivered a performance that captured the hearts of basketball fans worldwide. Despite the team's challenges and a daunting matchup against some of the best players in the world, Yuki played like a seasoned veteran, posting a career-high 29 points along with 6 assists. His ability to score from all areas of the court, whether it was draining deep three-pointers,
long range, great rotation, and that's good.
breaking down defenders off the dribble, or executing clutch plays in crunch time, was a testament to his growing confidence and skill set. His leadership on the floor was evident as he kept his teammates involved, always looking for the best shot and making plays in critical moments. Yuki's Olympic experience served as another milestone in his already impressive career. It showed that he could compete at the highest levels, not just domestically, but on the global stage against the best players in the world. His performance in the 2024 Paris Olympics helped solidify his reputation as one of the most exciting young players to watch in the coming years. Even though Japan's team did not achieve a medal, Yuki's growth as a leader and his ability to deliver in high-pressure situations demonstrated that he is ready for the next step in his career, whether that be an NBA roster spot or continuing to represent Japan with pride on the world stage. Yuki Kawamura's dream of playing in the NBA became a reality when he signed an Exhibit 10 contract with the Memphis Grizzlies in the summer of 2024. The deal, which was essentially a training camp invitation with the potential for a two-way contract, gave Yuki a chance to prove himself at the highest level of basketball. For a player of his size, securing a spot in an NBA organization was a huge milestone, one that many had thought would be out of reach for someone of his stature. Yuki's journey to the Grizzlies training camp wasn't a straightforward path. He had to fight for every minute of playing time during the preseason, matching up against some of the biggest and most talented players in the world. One of his most memorable moments came during a preseason game against the Purdue Boilermakers' Zach Edey, a towering 7'4" center who had dominated college basketball. Despite the height disadvantage, Yuki held his ground, outmaneuvering Edey with his elite speed and agility, and displaying his sharp basketball IQ. Edey, impressed by Yuki's skill and fearlessness, commented after the game, "He's got a game that's built for the NBA. He doesn't back down from anyone." Throughout the preseason, Yuki made a significant impact in the Grizzlies lineup, demonstrating his ability to contribute to various aspects of the game. One of his standout performances came in a game against the Indiana Pacers, where Yuki helped lead a fourth-quarter comeback with his precision passing and deadly shooting. In just 18 minutes of play, he recorded 12 points, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds. His ability to control the pace of the game and make the right decisions under pressure made him a key player in critical moments, even with limited playing time. Yuki's basketball IQ shone through in these preseason games. His court vision, ability to read defenses, and quick decision-making were features that stood out to coaches and teammates alike. Despite his relatively small role on the team during the preseason, Yuki proved that he had the skills and mentality to thrive in the NBA and that he could bring something unique to the Grizzlies lineup. After a standout preseason and consistent performances in training camp, Yuki Kawamura was rewarded with a two-way contract by the Memphis Grizzlies. The contract would allow him to split time between the NBA and the G League, allowing him to develop further while still being a part of the Grizzlies roster. The significance of this achievement was not lost on Yuki, who took to social media to express his gratitude. In a heartfelt Instagram post, he shared his excitement for the opportunity and thanked his family, coaches, and fans for their unwavering support throughout his journey.
Hey, how did it feel when you heard your name?
It was a special moment. Yeah, I love it. Yeah.
Perhaps the most touching moment came when Memphis Grizzlies star John Morant publicly showed his support for Yuki. Morant, who had become one of the NBA's top players, took to Twitter to praise Yuki's work ethic and potential. Yuki Kawamura's journey from an overlooked Japanese high school player to an NBA prospect is about more than just basketball. It's about breaking stereotypes and challenging traditional expectations. His success on the global stage is a powerful statement to young athletes, particularly those from Japan and other Asian countries, that their size or background should never define their potential. Historically, the NBA has been dominated by tall, athletic players, and for years, undersized players were often seen as outliers. Yuki, standing at just 5'8", defies this perception, proving that heart, skill, and determination can overcome physical limitations. His rise mirrors the stories of other undersized NBA legends like Muggsy Bogues, 5'3", and Spud Webb, 5'7". Both players, despite their lack of height, left indelible marks on the league with their playmaking and athleticism, showing that a player's impact isn't determined by how tall they are, but by how they use their skills. Yuki's success continues this legacy, offering hope to those who might not fit the traditional mold of an NBA star. In many ways, Yuki's story resonates with basketball players who might have once been told they were too small, too slow, or not good enough for the big stage. His breakthrough provides a clear example that talent, hard work, and the right mindset can defy expectations. Yuki's influence is not just limited to his playing ability, it's about representation. He is proving that there is no one way to succeed in basketball, and that players from all corners of the world and all walks of life deserve a chance to shine. Yuki Kawamura's impact goes beyond the court, extending to the cultural fabric of basketball in Japan. In a country where basketball has often played second fiddle to baseball and soccer, Yuki's success is a game changer. His rise to international prominence is inspiring a new generation of Japanese basketball players to dream bigger and aim higher. No longer are young players in Japan limited by the belief that they can only succeed in other sports. Yuki's story proves that they can excel in basketball too. Yuki's influence can already be seen in the increasing popularity of basketball among Japanese youth. Basketball academies and leagues are growing in number, and more young players are signing up to play the game, inspired by Yuki's perseverance and success. His visibility in the NBA is motivating many to take the sport more seriously, not just as a hobby, but as a viable career option. The ripple effects are also evident in the infrastructure of Japan's basketball system. With the rise of Yuki as an NBA player, we may see increased investment in youth programs, better coaching, and stronger basketball facilities across the country. As more international scouts turn their eyes toward Japan, the competitive level of basketball in the country is likely to improve, which will have long-term benefits for the sport as a whole. While Yuki Kawamura has already made a significant mark in his early NBA career, the road ahead is far from easy. To secure a long-term spot in the NBA, he will need to prove himself consistently, especially as the competition intensifies. The NBA is a league defined by its high athleticism and fierce competition, and for Yuki, the next challenge will be adapting his style of play to match the speed and strength of seasoned professionals. He will have to refine his shooting, defense, and overall court awareness to thrive at this level. Despite the challenges, his work ethic and soundness have shown that he is more than capable of rising to the occasion. Beyond his aspirations to build a successful NBA career, Yuki has become a symbol of perseverance for young athletes, especially in Japan. His journey serves as a reminder that no dream is too big, and with enough dedication, even the most improbable paths can lead to greatness. Yuki hopes to continue representing Japan on the global stage, inspiring the next generation of basketball players in his home country. By remaining humble and focused on his goals, he has already become a role model for young athletes worldwide. Yuki Kawamura's rise from an underdog to an NBA star is a testament to the power of hard work and belief. As he continues to make waves in the league, his journey serves as a beacon for aspiring players everywhere. Whether or not he becomes a global basketball icon, Yuki has already left his mark on the sport, proving that no dream is too big and no player is too small to achieve greatness. If you enjoyed this video, then make sure to watch our next one shown on screen.